Well, my name is Sky, and I need to do a blog, or a vlog, and that's about my plan of what to do here in Imperial Valley. Or some, well, half-cocked, whatever crazy scheme I can figure up. I don't know. It's kind of crazy because I'm dealing with an environment that a lot of good people here, but a lot of mistrust. A lot of people just don't really look to other people and see equals or see people who are in the same boat as themselves. A lot of diversity, and it's the thing is it's kind of just accepted diversity. Um, people who they just they look upon each other as American and lesser American, it seems. And it's probably because of our proximity to Mexico. So there's a really weird factoid you can look up that Mexicali, Mexico, is the wealthiest border community uh, on the Mexican side of the border, and Calexico is the poorest border community on the American side of the border. So to me, something's wrong there. So I'm kind of curious, since the country's been so down and there's this urge to rebuild and create new, how we can get that stuff, that money, that grants, loans, funding, federal, state support, uh, wealthy philanthropical um, organizations that are interested, like venture capitalists, people who are interested in bringing their money, their expertise, their knowledge, their abilities here in the Imperial County, and in particular in the Imperial Valley. Because why am I making videos? To show how bad the area is. It's it's an amazing thing when you have the visual there to see here it is on this day, here it is on this day. And why do I record the meetings? Just to show what people are concerned with, what they feel is important, what's going on. Um, so it's been a little while since I've turned the camera myself in this aspect, but so this time around, what I'm interested in is how can I start something green in Imperial Valley and bring about change, bring about a positive change, help people get jobs, help people get education, help communities beautify, help communities not be congested with vehicles, to help the people get around, to help people feel comfortable getting around, to clean up the air over their heads, to clean up the land that they there's a lot of dirty places around here in Imperial Valley. Some naturally and some unnaturally, and I'm just kind of curious what can be done about that. But in particular, the Salton Sea, and how it's this large saltwater sink in the middle of the desert that's drying up, and it's being fed by a river of sewage coming out of Mexicali, and a bunch of runoff from the fields. So there's pesticides and sediment also going in there, and it's something that needs to be done because uh, the tourism is one of the things that does bring a fair amount of income here, but we're dramatically losing that tourism industry because of the visual qualities of the environment. If the place looks like it looks bad, and especially if you have trouble breathing and you're elderly, why would you want to come down here? So that's one of the ultimate goals I think that can be achieved and made as a part of sustainable, economy and community. You only have to go to Phoenix, Arizona, drive around there, and you can see how so many winter rental homes, people coming down from the colder climes up north, and so it's very interesting layout of the community up there, and I think that if you look at other communities and bring that experience, the observation of what's going on over there back home, and you can say, okay, well, what do the people have there? What could we have here that could achieve a similar result? And you can get money and throw money at problems, but sometimes even people don't really know what to do with that money. And that's where the experience from outside needs to come in. But on top of that, there's just lack of exposure to the great market, the great scheme of things. So I'm hoping that I can do that through my various projects and whatever sort of antics. Um, but I think it is possible. Uh, so to start off, it's my first of probably many blogs. Uh, there is a conference of sorts. Apparently several big names, intellectuals in the green industry will be coming down here. And so I've been asked to help work with and participate in that. And I have just let my mind go wild on what can be done with a group of individuals who have some notoriety and have some pull, perhaps, but also individuals who are connected to other individuals, and what sort of influence we can impart on these people, through meeting with us, since it is the face-to-face, the personal, that's going to accomplish so much in whatever sort of endeavor you have. So I'm thinking, how do we utilize local resources? And in a weird way, I'm thinking Imperial Valley College and San Diego State University, Imperial Valley campus, the student body there, if there would be some way that we could, either through volunteers or even just have the whole student body be turned over, and for credit, even over to, a bunch of scientific, leaders, and have them say like, okay, well, what's something that can be done? And I really would be interested in like, okay, data collection, get a lot of information, and have that be part of what is done. But then also you can just turn the guys on to certain sorts of cleanup. But make it more about learning, make it more about what sort of thing can be done, and stuff like that. But I'm curious about creating a university of sorts, a green university that would teach about environmental impact, pollution, how to face it, take it on, challenge it, how to clean it up, how to create new industry that can replace the dirty industry, and as well create new jobs, really help redevelop the economy and the community, and provide people options and a new layout and way to just live that is safer and friendlier and can just be sustainable and not be economically imbalanced. So tall order, but who knows? You never know. Something can happen. But ultimately, it would be nice to create a job for myself somewhere. Just have to see.